Good evening. It's August the 26th today, 2026. So we're nearing the end of summer now in the UK. The heat waves seem to have been dying out now. Probably got another 2-3 weeks left of this, of summer. Once you get past sort of 20th September, summer ends sort of dims down in the UK, or even sometimes before that. But yeah, we are nearing September now, so I think the heat waves are pretty much done now. So this is another video about, again, not blaming men for going MGTOW. I really can't blame any man thinking about going MGTOW. Some people are calling you parasites for going your own way. You're not doing your job, you're not being your workhorse provider, you're not living up to what you're meant to do as a man. You're walking away. You're walking away from the plantation, yeah. Why wouldn't you walk away? You're treated like absolute crap. You leave no option for... Why would a man want to be a workhorse for one of these women nowadays? They're entitled, their attitude stinks. I mean, what on earth would you want to deal with? A man's going to choose peace than being the whole insemination, work yourself off till you're dead. I don't think many men find that alluring. The whole ejaculation, work yourself off, insemination, work yourself off until you're dead. Family man routine, that alluring. So yeah, more reasons for going MGTOW. And yeah, I don't blame any men for going MGTOW. How can you blame any man for going MGTOW nowadays? The state of the women, you walk around in public, the state of them. They look awful, their attitudes stink, they got all the worst traits. They're not lovable qualities. They're entitled, they're not loyal, they're dishonest, they're fickle, they have all the worst traits. They're not lovable qualities. How can you love people like that? A man needs a woman for the purpose of sex. That's it. That's why hookers exist. That's why you've got that's why the sex industry and all these hookers online make absolutely a killing. Because men, obviously, most men have that deep need for female desire, that deep need to, procreate. And the need is so strong that, you've got women making money out of it. You can't blame the women for making money out of it. That's what, they choose to, it saves them doing the 9-to-5 bullshit. So they don't have to engage in the 9-to-5 bullshit. They can just sell them, and obviously there's risks with that, the risk of violence, depending on where they work, But yeah, this is just a video. You cannot blame any man for going MGTOW in 2026. Your life is way more easier. The peace is just amazing. Not having to deal with the just insanity that a woman goes through, that a woman will put you through. The nagging, the shit test, whatever. All this bullshit, which is all online now. All the truth is out. Female nature is out. It's all over YouTube. It's women that initiate divorce. It's women that cause. It's women that are just so picky. It's women that will leave whenever they want. They don't give a fuck. Oh, here's a new option. I'm gone. The monkey branch. All this shit is out there now. All this fucking shit knowledge about female nature is on the YouTube. It's all out. It's all out. 20, 30 years ago. 25, 30 years ago, maybe they didn't have this sort of knowledge. It was all blue-pilled fairy tales, wedded bliss, all blue-pilled fairy fucking tales. Now we got the red pill, we got the black pill, we got all these different pills. But yeah, the red pill aware is the pill that you need to take. You're aware of female nature. Unicorns do exist, but unless you're going to get a unicorn, you'll go to MGTOW. And you can't blame any man for going MGTOW now. In 2026, with the state of modern women, what they demand. So yeah, you're not a parasite, and yeah, you cannot blame any man for going his own way and choosing his health, his peace of mind over insanity. You know, marriage nowadays is like, it's like you wouldn't go into the woods and confront a mother grizzly with 3 cubs. You don't run into a yard with a snarling, growling pit bull. You know, a muscly pit bull growling at you. You don't just run into the yard unless you're insane. You know, you don't walk into a bank when an armed robbery is taking place unless you're insane. And you don't run into the fire of marriage. Wedded bliss these days are gone. You know, wedded bliss, you're inviting the state into your life, you're inviting the government into your life. You know, there's no benefits for the man. It all benefits the woman and the economy. It doesn't benefit us. It just makes you a workhorse and you die quicker, which is what they all want because they don't give a fuck about us. But yeah, do not blame yourself for going MGTOW.